the LSU Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Guys, the Cowboys head coach told me before the game, this team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Cowboys headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Berry. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The run inside. It's Berry. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Creates a little space. Still on his feet at the 35. Breaks free in the middle. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers! Great job by the back on the option.
Man, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside. It's Hawkins. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Has to uncork this one off his back foot. Fires into traffic. Picked off.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. They'll send the tight end in motion. Scanning the field, it's Levin. Bringing the heat. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive go. Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
That is exactly what the defense was hoping for. Down close to the end zone, they bring the all-out blitz. They've got numbers, they've got people shooting gaps, and they didn't give the offense a second to even think. They were swarmed and surrounded getting that safety.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Farley. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, man.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Motion from the wide receiver. Finds his man. It's Young. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboy. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Coming out with it, it's Berry. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Going to try to pop one on the screen. There he goes. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
On the run, fires downfield. Pulls it in. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Going for 6. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Looking for the score. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's his 2nd big play for this defense. Man, he does such a great job locking into the quarterback, breaking on the football. 2 interceptions already in the 1st quarter.
Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He'll run it again. Shakes off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
There he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes zoof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Young. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Well, they hit that deep crossing pattern, and nice job by the quarterback there, keeping his eyes down the middle of the field. He's not telegraphing where he's going to throw it. He knows he's got to give his guy a chance to work through the traffic, get all the way across the field, but you can't let the defense know where you're going with it. So really good timing between those two on that play.
Guys, LSU has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. Still on his feet at the 45. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And that's a first down for the offense.
And the Cowboys come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes.
It's such a nice play getting that sack, and I'll tell you, what makes it worse is the fact that he has this crowd noise behind him. Death Valley is so loud, arguably the loudest stadium in the entire country, and I know that having played here before. You do not want to get behind the chains as an opposing quarterback with this crowd noise. It makes it so hard for your offensive line to hear the cadence, to know when the snap is coming out, and you know it's helping this D-line get upfield. I think you saw an example of that on that last play.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was second and long. They weren't expecting the run, so now we've got third and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again?
Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side, and he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Hands it off. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Caught, got some room, entered to the goal line, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Cowboys!
This guy has been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the third game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll bring it out. It's Barry. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. He rifles one deep to the left. Makes a deep grab. Completely shot a bolt of energy into this drive. Inside the 40, finally stopped at the 39.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. The play-action fake. Here comes the heat. Working the middle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And the Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Buys a little time. Fires on the move. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Shoots it to the left. A strike downfield. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together.
And he's in! Touchdown, Tigers!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
And the point after is good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Tight end now in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Cowboys decide to punt it away. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. The punt is headed out of bounds, and they couldn't be happier about that, given the danger of that return guy. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The run inside. It's Berry. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. We are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellows, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Virginia Tech taking on the Virginia Cavaliers. And it's the Hokies setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours. As we take a look at other action today, check out that notable upset inside the Mountain West.
The Cowboys have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Rush is on him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on 3rd down.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Running inside, it's Berry. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
Just a short pass to the tight end. At the 35, he's loose. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Gonna look downfield again. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the football.
They recovered their own fumble, but now it's third down. He wants to change this route. Off the play fake. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And the extra point is good. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. Last time they had it, didn't pick up the first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On the run, it's Hawkins. Fighting off the defender. Makes it past the marker. Breaks into the open. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
The blocking doesn't have to be perfect because this guy makes people miss and creates explosive plays.
Yeah, yards after contact really has been a big part of this rushing offense this season and obviously in this game as well. They've got guys that give tremendous individual effort. They are hard to bring down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. Could not make his way to the corner.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got him. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And we always go back and we look like, what was the play of the game? Those moments that were so big, that was huge for this offense, man. Already trailing in the football game, third down and long situation to get that conversion and now get first and goal. A chance to cut into this lead. Really nice, big, opportunistic, timely play for this offense.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. Wide out trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't. Any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. The quarterback sneak. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as his defense makes a play.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own 1. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air, it's Levin. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Wilson open on the right side. He's loose down the middle. The 20. Touchdown, Tigers! And the stomping has commenced.
Entering settings screen, you have 30 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Menu narration option is set to off.
They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. That's caught. It's Barnes. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29.
At the 29-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
That keeps the score. LSU 37, Oklahoma State 20.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Berry. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. How good have they been the last couple of drives? Took a close game, turned it into a blowout, and they have the football back. Throws for the tight end. Connection to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Levin. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. The penalty pushes the offense back for this 2nd down. The run inside. It's Berry. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And I know it's not a 1st down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
Throws to the wideout. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Punt is on its way. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Cowboys in the hurry up. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
The Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going downfield for the big play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
He can't haul it in incomplete. He had him on the crossing route, and he dropped it.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Barnes. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high-percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Looks as if we have an injured Cowboy on the play. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. They're going to stay aggressive here. 5 wide on 2nd and 1. Looking to fire. Oh, look, Ma, one hand.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Quarterback keeps it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Back to pass on 2nd down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Cowboys! Put 6 on the board. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Inside 2 minutes to play, defense still has a couple of timeouts, but 1 first down will probably... Turning it on! And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers! They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that one early.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's got the back in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Young. He's finally chased out of bounds, but a huge explosive play on the ground.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Got his man on the outside. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
The corners are walked up tight. Snagged out of the air. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. From the shotgun, they'll run it. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Wants to throw on third. Got his man in the middle. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Middle of the end zone. He's got it.
That's an impressive touchdown there, considering the plays this defense, particularly the secondary, has already made against him. And we knew this quarterback was going to come into this one, David, and be aggressive. There aren't many people who really scare him, and the defense has made him pay. A couple bad decisions, a couple great plays on the back end, one-on-one. But this guy's still taking his shots. He's not backing down, and he's got his offense back on the board.
I think that's the most impressive part. He made some mistakes, and a lot of times you see people that they go in a shell, right? They make mistakes. They can't rebound. They can't find the answers to continue to keep making plays. Make the next play. Make the next play. Now down the stretch to give your team the lead, man. So impressed with the way he's handled adversity and bounced back from some mistakes.
Running inside. It's Berry. He's going to try to finish this one off with another score. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. He played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
And with that throw, man, you've got to look at this two-game run for this team. Like, to be able to do it in back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, guys that you know, this is going to be a resume builder, a confidence builder.